Hi, this is Cindy with Quantum Kaleidoscope. Thank you so much for tuning in. And for everybody who's been subscribing lately, it's been making my days. So I'm going to go right into a collective reading for the month. Can't believe it's already the start of a new month, but yeah, I keep saying time doesn't really exist. It does. So not that surprising, I suppose. Anyways, so gonna do a collective reading. So this might resonate with you now, might resonate throughout the month, or it could be something that's just kind of dealing with, what's going on in society or somebody around you. But I mean, if you tune in, there's some reason, you know, there's likely a message here. Okay, which we have the Hierophant and the Two of Wands. Okay, so this can be about making changes. It can be, starting to like make something official, making something to a higher level commitment. So let's see how this goes. What can we tell those that are watching today? What can help them throughout the month? What can so I've been very stumbled recently and, struggling to do this reading in a lot of ways. So is there anything that you're struggling to get out? Like, I don't know if this is going to come out as a reading, but what can we tell those to help them throughout the month? Okay, what messages? So, I only found a way to get a table kind of showing up on the camera right now. Okay. Okay. So, underneath the deck, we have the sun. This is about your happiness. This is gonna be a good month. Okay? If you're not happy yet, it's about to get fun. Or, I mean, again, this theme is about what makes you happy. Okay? What brings joy? What brings you, to the present moment. Okay? Like, I find a lot of especially with quarantines or with not quarantines, but like lockdowns and things like that. And a lot of times I used to think about this, but like getting outdoors. A lot of times the sun shows up when you could spend a lot of days outdoors just frolicking. But I find this comes up a lot when I'm like playing music, dancing around, singing. So I mean, it's like, what is joy? What is joy to you that like makes you feel that time has stopped? Alright, so what else we have is the star. Interesting. Okay, so that's about hope, healing. Both of these are major arcana. Okay. So what this is the past that's influencing you. Like what's brought you to this point right here? We have is this the Eight of Swords? Eight of Swords. Okay. So I think you've been doing a lot of healing. Okay, in terms of your thoughts. Okay, the sun is about clarity. It's like we have a progression here with the star. Okay, some of you could be Aquarius, okay, but the star, and then we have the moon, okay, which is also Pisces season. Happy birthday to anybody who's having a birthday in the season, okay, and then after the moon, the sun. Like, I mean, okay, so this is a lot of thoughts. This is about like going over in your head about like, oh man, here's the moon. Okay. The moon is kind of like calling. Like maybe like you've had a lot of sleepless nights, but now, okay, there's a healing process, and what is coming out, okay, is the sun. Okay. And it can represent that, we're just going in, the springtime as well. Okay. So how are you presently? You know, maybe as far as the nights with you, or what your situation you're going to. Okay, we have the Two of Cups. Okay, so this is about partnerships. Okay, like we see two people in both of these. Okay, so I mean, like the sun does represent, like I mean, a lot of times with like that childhood innocence, it does usually show another person as well, kind of thing. So I mean, there might be something, like something that you've been wanting to heal, maybe that you've been really hopeful for, maybe wishing upon a star, okay? And something happened, okay? If you're still stuck in your head, like just letting those thoughts sinking, okay? Like, I mean, this deck I find is like, I love how they depict it, right? Because it's like, it's really melodramatic. Because I mean, the thing about this energy is about, overthinking, thinking that you're trapped, like you have nowhere to go. And it's kind of like, she's like, oh no, I'm in this castle, but the moon is calling me out. And but there's all these swords, okay, but I can't do anything. I'm going to fall and kill myself. Okay, don't, like, not as in gonna kill myself, but I mean, like, as in they're gonna get impaled. Anyway, so it's really kind of melodramatic. So I mean, I feel like there's been something where you've been like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, but you've had something. If it hasn't happened to you yet, it's gonna happen to you soon. Okay, where like you have that clarity, that healing, okay? If there's something that you want to heal with somebody, like this is suggesting, it is seeing eye to eye. For some of you, this is a romantic relationship. Like, I mean, ultimately, like, look at them. This is a soulmate. This can be like, healing something also with like maybe like a best friend, for example. Okay, but all together the theme of like sun shining and like partnerships. So I mean, there's something that you thought a lot about, okay? And let's see how this goes. What kind of challenge? We have the Two of Swords. Okay, so we have the sun, we have the star. Okay, so I mean, what is your wish? What makes you personally happy? Because between these, okay, like, I mean, I do feel like, okay, you're probably moving out of that, like, stuck in the head, like that, you have no choices kind of thing, So now this is Two of Swords. This is like you have a choice, okay? These are two twos, okay? Some of you could be seeing a lot of, two twos and stuff like that, it can be about partnerships, it can be, like, intuition and all that, right? Okay, but this is about emotional balance and balancing the mind. So like maybe you've been like starting to get yourself more emotionally, but now it's like you gotta make a decision. Okay, like this is, in a lot of cases, well, sometimes it is about like that peace, in the mind. But this isn't really. This is being like if you look at it, this is like being torn into two within. Okay, so there's some kind of decision about some kind of partnership, potentially some kind of love, romance, okay, that you've thought a lot about. But I mean, this is about your happiness. This is about your healing. This is about your wish, okay? So, I mean, like, sometime recently, there would have been some kind of tower moment. It could have been with this person, it could be with, like, somebody else, where it just felt like everything, just fell down, okay? But the thing is, with the tower, that's divine intervention. So the star comes out showing that it's kind of like now you know what you want this time. Now you know what is going to make you happy. There's a clarity that's going to come if not. And so there is some decision that you are kind of like two minds about. For some of you, it could be waiting on somebody else's decision, maybe. Okay. So, what kind of, spiritual guidance or like what is like your higher self kind of telling you here? The Chariot. Okay, so this is about movement. This is about determination. I just want to check, is this actually a chariot? No, it's not. It does look like the Chariot in the sense of how they look, but this is actually the Knight of Pentacles, which is interesting because the Knight of Pentacles, pretty slow knight, you know, but this one shows him a little bit more faster. It's like he has a plan. So this is about, crossing your T's and dotting your I's. There's been something that you've been planning, okay? And so I think this is telling you to in motion. Okay? Like, I mean, it may seem like it's taking a long while. It's just kind of chugging along. You know, if you can see, oh, you can see, like, here, it's like a little smokestack or something like that. I can picture it being like a. Don't worry, I'm. But we're sorry. So this is about moving forward with some kind of decision. Like, I mean, it is saying that things are well planned out, and I think so, because I think you tortured yourself a little bit about this thoughts, thinking that you are trapped when you're not. You gotta make a decision. And again, with these major arcanas, okay, the star and the sun, this is about long term, for your soul's evolution, yes, but also for, like, what do you want your life to be? Okay, what is unexpected throughout the month? Four of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, this definitely can be a choice between multiple people, whether this is like friendship or, um, romance or work. Um, like, because it's kind of like this is about being bored. This is about withdrawing. Drawing. Can't speak. I'm so sorry. Anyways. So there is going to be some kind of, you know, opportunity that is going to be let go. But I mean, I think it's potentially needed. There seems like there is some kind of like apathy. Okay, for some of you too, like, I mean, maybe this. Okay, this is the Four of Cups, okay? So this can be about boredom, apathy, you know, but this is also about the unexpected. This is about, sometimes ignoring an opportunity, in terms of, okay, you could be so stuck in the past that, you're missing the what the universe is throwing at you, okay? This is kind of like tossing it away. But I mean, this is unexpected. So I mean, for some of you, yeah, maybe there's something that you're gonna, you know, move forward from, But I think some of this is letting go of this emotional baggage. You're gonna unexpectedly, okay? Like, I mean, okay, if you don't see this Two of Cups here, if you don't see the person that, like, you have an eye on, okay, that you're making this decision, which I think you do. Like, I mean, Eight of Swords again is thinking. So you're thinking about something. So it can just be about the pain in general and about the concept of relationships and, we have the Hierophant over and like kind of what is important to you. So it can just be about, in general, but I mean, I do think somebody's going to come in if it's not someone specifically. Okay? Yeah. Because, yeah, we're just underneath the sun with the Nine of Swords too. So there's been some stress. Okay, but there's clarity. And I mean, something that you might just throw away or something that you once threw away, maybe, But again, what I was going to say here is I see this ship with water, and it's almost making me think of like this message in a bottle kind of thing. And so there could be this like unexpected emotional message or something that, maybe like you once ignored before, or again, just a withdrawal, like again from this issue, from this concern. It doesn't bother you anymore, okay? Your happiness is more important, okay? And what's kind of the guidance taking you throughout the month? We have the Three of Swords. Okay. Okay, for some of you, there has been some kind of pain that you've thought a lot about. Okay, there might have been some kind of healing or something like that, but like for some of you, like it's gone too far. Like in the sense of, okay, this partnership is over. Okay, like when I did put the 2 cups down, I put it upside down. So there could be some decision about what you do with this partnership, with this friendship, with this romance kind of thing. Like maybe like I'm not sure what you were thinking about. Okay, but I mean, if you're still in this indecision, okay, the guidance is, okay, the 3 of Swords. This is about separation. This is about heartbreak. Okay, so your guidance is, again, to either like really, you know, try to let this pain go, okay, because it's no longer useful, okay. But I mean, if it is something about like, for some of you, like if you are deciding to end something, for example, we have what is unexpected is the withdrawal, like kind of like turning down this offer, some kind of offer, you know, and breaking something off, separating, you know. But this is about your happiness, okay? And I think, though, like, through the sun and the star, you're not going to be at the same place you are right now by the end of this. There's something unexpected, like, in terms of about your happiness here, okay? Like, I think once you make this decision to start, okay, to know that you are ready, okay, this is in the past, okay? Now it's about taking the steps, okay? Again, we have a progression. We have the 2 stars, the 2 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, okay? Together, that's the 5 of Swords, okay? So, I mean, like, there could be some conflict that needs to end. This can just be about conflict, okay? Like, being like, okay, with the 3 of Swords, it's like, no, we're cutting this off. This ends today. Like say there's like a lot of bickering or something like within like a workplace or whatever the case is, but something gonna end. And but with the 4 of Pentacles too, so this is about your stability as well. What can we tell people today that will help them get excited, okay, about making this change? Okay, like whatever it is, like I mean, like it just can be about like you gotta break off the indecision, cut off the indecision. By the end of this time, there will be progress, even if it's complicated. Okay, with the 10 of Wands, I believe. The 10 of Wands. Okay, and then 5, 6, 7. 7 of Cups. Okay, so you're gonna see how this fits with you. Okay, but this is about a burden. Okay, this is about carrying too much weight, too many projects, like, I mean, again, if this is about a work situation, maybe not everyone's pulling their own weight, right? And there's a lot of confusion here, there's a lot of, this is the 7 of Cups, okay? So, in this case, I mean, this is about fantasy. This is about what you are wanting to create, okay? But, like, maybe you're too stuck in fantasy. Or there's a lot of options. Like, I mean, if you have to choose between multiple people, okay, this choice, these options are, becoming a burden. Okay, it's time to put things down. It's time to end. Whatever needs to end. Okay. Hopefully that made sense. It's been a long time. It feels like I haven't been doing many readings, and so like I haven't been able to speak. And so hopefully that was helpful for you, and I'll start to, open up my throat chakra as we go on. Okay. So thank you again, and I hope you have a great month.